See, it kind of reminds me when I go to pastors' meetings. I go to pastors' meetings. They're fun. Pastors are interesting people. And maybe you've seen this happen in church or in a Bible study somewhere. Someone starts praying and giving a message in prayer. Like, I can't tell everybody what I think, so I'll pray it so they'll get the message. Dear God, I want to pray for Randy. No, that's a little too bold. See, so we don't do that. Father, I pray that we would see you more clearly. Father, I pray that when we're going through struggles, because I know Randy's going through a lot of struggles, we would look to you, because Randy really hasn't been looking to you. And I pray, Father, that you heard those prayers? Like, that's not a prayer. That's a sermon. I've gone around the table and I've listened to guys that we're praying. It feels like sometimes, and I can't judge other people, I just know what it feels like to me, that sometimes we're praying to impress each other. And maybe I really don't have anything to say to God out loud right then, but because we have to, because it's going around the table, that, I better say something and better make it good, or else people will think I'm not spiritual. I think that's an abomination to the Lord that really ticks him off, because you're using him for something. And I got to say, I've done it before. I got to repent of that. Because prayer is just you going to God and saying, God, here, help me. God, here's what's going on in my life. But you say, okay, Brian, why should I talk to God? Because he already knows everything. So what's the point? I have a 3-year-old daughter. So great, she doesn't understand I use her as a sermon illustration yet, because I can still use her. And y'all haven't figured out how to tell her that I'm using it yet, so it hasn't been a problem. I'm like the older one, so I can't tell stories on it anymore, and I'm still dealing with bitterness towards you on it. Some of y'all have ruined it for me. And 3-year-old, it's funny because every day she goes to Leanna's house. It's her babysitter. And I know basically what happens. They play, they eat snack, they eat lunch, she takes a nap. We come and get her. Leanna's got a really cool table. It's a whiteboard table. You can write all over it. Jossie loves to draw. She does that every day. The other day I came to their house and Leanna looked good. Really, really good, because Joss did her hair. She had a fountain, an 80s fountain of hair coming out the side. You remember those days? It was great. And then hair clips all over her hair. It was spectacular. But I basically know what's going on. If I need to know what's going on in Jocelyn's life, I'll ask Leanna, because I'll actually get a sentence that can be understood. But almost every day I ask her, so what'd you do at Leanna's house today? Do I need to know? No. But it enters us into a relationship because we're talking. Because we're in this communication, because we're in this moment of dialogue. And it makes her feel good, and it makes me feel good. It connects us together. Some of you may have read the book, The Shack. It's creating a lot of controversy in Christianity right now. Kind of fun. I read the book, and they talk about a concept in there where God's talking to this guy, and he says, why am I even telling you anything? You already know what I'm going to say before I say it. And he says, look, because we're in relationship with you, I limit myself and my knowledge of you right now so I can hear what you're saying, and we can be in a relationship together. It's a slight overlay of a concept called open theology, which basically means God limits himself and doesn't know everything. And it's much more in-depth than that. And I'm not a proponent of open theology at all. I've looked into it a little bit, and so far what I've seen in the Bible, I'm not comfortable with it at all. But maybe God does, while we're praying, focus himself to listen to us, but I don't think it matters.